A very good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sacred Sing. Hope everyone's very well. Obviously, this is just the 10 minutes before we starting at 11, but I'll just do my sound checks. But so lovely to see so many people here. I hope the weather's good where you are. It seems to have a quick scan of the comments. Some people have got all the sun, but Gina's still waiting for a little bit. And well, hello, Diane and George. I should imagine it's a while before the sun comes up. Lovely to see you. Hello to Bill and Helene in California. Again, it's going to be a while before you see the sun. So, well, a very good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Who else is here? Hello, Pam and Glennis and Michael. Pam's saying a battery died on Friday. Oh, it's an occupational hazard these days, isn't it? Making sure everything is charged and ready to go. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Michael. Dave is saying that the bases woke the full squad Bale. You woke him up on Friday. I think he might have stirred a little bit, but I haven't actually heard anything from him. If anyone's got a sort of missed call from Bale, just let me know. But I have a funny feeling things aren't going to go their way on Monday. So I'm just going to do my quick sound checks. Good, piano works. Let's just check a little bit of recording. Let's just hear the start of Go Dan Moses. Good. Okay, and a bit of Jesu meine.
Jesu meine
I can't get that tenor line out of my head. Is that sounding all right, though? Okay, and a bit of Jesu meine. Good. Everything's working. Lovely to see everybody. Board da, Dr. Glenn. And just huge congratulations to Jan and Dr. Glenn Jones, who welcomed their grandson yesterday. And let me just get I'm sorry, I should know his name, Glenn. I'm sorry about this. No, that's another text you sent me on Friday night, which I can't share with everybody because it's a bit rude. There we are. Elliot Arthur Howells has arrived yesterday at 4:48 a.m. That's a tough one. He was £8.12. That's a big baby. And congratulations to Jan and Dr. Glenn, and welcome to the world, Elliot Arthur Howells. That's a great name. That's a really good, solid name. I love it. So many congratulations to everybody, and hope he's well. And do send us a picture as soon as you can, Glenn and Jan, and we will share him with the world. I think Anne had a relative come this year. Quite a few of us have had little people in our families. So if you do, if you're welcoming somebody new to the world, do let us know. We love to hear about stuff like that. Glennis is getting her Vivaldi. Fabulous. Kit Kat's rainbow fish are going mad. Now you see, Kit Kat insists that she can see rainbow fish on her wall, and there was a lovely comment last week. I forget who it was who said, "Kit Kat, are you all right? And what have you been drinking this morning?" And so she has sent me some photographs. I don't know if you can see. These are lovely. These are the rainbow fish that are appearing on her wall. There we are. So it's not all in her imagination. I mean, some of them are, KK. But those, we can all see those as well. Fabulous. £8.12, definitely. Ouch, that's a substantial baby. There's no doubt that Elliot is going to be a bit of a bruiser, I should imagine. Oh, fabulous. So, hello, Jane. Lovely to see you. My children have a message for you that'll be arriving at some point today, Jane. So watch out for that. Thank you so much. Hello, Carith. It was 0 degrees first thing. Frost sparkling on the grass. Wow. Yeah, it's coming, isn't it, everybody? The inevitable. We're past the equinox, aren't we? Past the solstice here in the autumn, so it's now just bedding down for the winter. And it's going to be getting darker and colder. But from our point of view, we will be here. I'll tell you what, I love the music of the season as we approach autumn and into the winter, and we will be starting to look at seasonal music. Don't worry, we won't be learning anything Christmassy at all on the channel before November at the earliest. I promise you that. There's always that feeling in a face-to-face choir where you have to get the Christmas music out early because, you know, your first Christmas engagement, well, we've booked to be carol singing at the local shopping centre on November the 28th, so we have to start learning this music in October. So that it all, you know, so it sounds good. And everybody always goes, oh, it's time for Christmas again. So my view has always been, and this is a very British view, I always say, when John Lewis, which is a big department store, for those of you who are not in the UK, when John Lewis put out their Christmas decorations, then we can start singing Christmas music. Now, I was in John Lewis the other day, and they have already put out the Christmas decorations. Don't worry, I'm not going to apply that rule this year. The earliest we'll be getting out the carols and the Christmassy stuff will be, I'm going to say, at least the second week of November, to give us a clear run of some lovely, lovely music. And yes, so I'm seeing the comments. We will be singing more of the Haydn Little Organ Mass, I promise. More Jesus, meine Freude. My plan is that over the coming weeks we will slowly just chip away at these movements. So the Gloria from the Little Organ Mass is coming up, not this coming week, but the week after. I've got a wonderful fugue from Bach's Magnificat, which is the Sicut locutus est from the end of that. It's brilliant. It goes, Sicut locutus est ad patres nostros. Brilliant fugue. So we'll look at that the week after. And so just little bits and pieces as we move towards Christmas. We'll absolutely learn the rest of that Haydn, don't worry. But this week, as I will say at 11 o'clock, the Sacred Sing is going to be looking at Sir Arthur Sullivan's, it's not the Sacred Sing rather, the Classics and Trad, Sir Arthur Sullivan's wonderful The Long Day Closes, which isn't specifically a sacred piece that's often sung at sacred events. Absolutely beautiful. And one of the reasons I've chosen it for this week is we've arrived at the point in the deep dives where we have spoken about major chords and minor chords and kind of how they're built. And so what we need to do is look at when you add notes to chords. So this week we'll be looking at what's called sixths and sevenths. And that's why I've chosen this piece, because it opens with a... And so the first three chords are a home chord, a chord with a seventh, and a chord with a sixth. So, you know, there is some planning that goes into these programs. And then this Friday, the fun sing is going to be a folk Friday. Okay, it's going to be just as much fun as we always have. We'll be singing some songs that we know very well, some sea shanties and things like the Eriskay Love Lilt, which we haven't done for ages. And so we're going to have a folk Friday this week. So come along with your best Morris dancing outfits on, your best national outfits. Okay, let's say that, since we're going to sing folk songs this week, and we will program Song for the Myra for those of you in Canada. I think we'll do Song for the Myra. We'll do the Eriskay Love Lilt. So I want to share with you some of the lovely stuff that Helen has sent me from California about the Eriskay Love Lilt. So we'll do that. We'll learn some new pieces, but you know, come along in an item of national costume. That'll be Friday. Okay, and if you want to share photos with me, please send it ben@homechoir.uk. If there's anything you want to share with people this time before we go live, I mean, if you send it to me, it'll end up on the screen, or if I can, I'll include it in the graphics for the day. So fabulous. Hello, Jan. Oh, you're very, very welcome. Oh, so Jan Howells-Jones is in the comments. And yeah, we're just saying, Jan, many congratulations and welcome to the world, Elliot. You certainly made an impression at £8.12. Hoo-hoo! That's a big boy. Yeah, lots of people worried about isolating. Gina's worried about it, and yeah, we'll be talking about it today on the channel. I'm sure you appreciate, folks. There's a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of fear. So let's sing and let's get shot of stuff we can't worry about, we can't do anything about, and enjoy being together this morning. So who else is here? Hello, Albert and Marion and Anne. Glennis is getting a check shirt and handkerchief. Fantastic. Gina is a Morris dancer. Brilliant. So Friday, can you wear something Morris dancey? Okay. Ben, if I get photos, then encourage me for a new project. Okay. Brill. Will do. Okay, let's do it. So Kit Kat wants a new project. So send us photos of you with an item of your national costume, okay? And if you live anywhere near London, you could do the Pearly Kings thing. If you live here in the West Country of England, maybe you dress up nice Morris dancing outfit. People from Scotland, but put on a nice bit of Scots dress. Apologies for the accent. Welsh, Dr. Glyn, surprised me. Okay, something with a Welsh costume. I think a pint. So let's have some fun this week. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, time's crept up on us. It is 11 o'clock. Very, very good morning to all of you, and welcome to the Sacred Sing. I've just been having a lovely chat with everybody who's here. But of course, whether you're watching live, whether you're coming along later on, everybody is welcome. This is the part of the week where we enjoy the wonderful range that we sing on Home Choir. We'll be singing some classical music today. We'll also be singing some gospel music. But it's lovely to see you all. This is a safe place for everybody to be. I'm not a priest, but we will stop partway through this morning and have a minute of silence for us to think about what's going on in the world. The music for today has all been chosen. Well, I'll explain. Let me bring up my slides. Okay, so I'm about to. This is where things aren't quite seamless. I'm working on it. So here we go. Let's think happy thoughts, and let's get our slides up on screen. So here we go. Oh no, still thinking happy thoughts. There we go. So everybody, let me tell you a little bit more about what we're doing today. So here is the program for today. We'll start in a minute with the wonderful Jesu, meine Freude, which we started learning on Tuesday of last week. We've learnt the first chorale. It's absolutely beautiful and a lovely way of bringing us to the Sacred Sing. And if you notice in the banner here, it's a lovely statue of Bach from Leipzig. And yeah, he's a cheery chap, isn't he? Well known for all the portraits of him smiling. Then we will sing Vivaldi's wonderful Et in terra Pax, and this is a little tribute to my wonderful friends in the Self-Isolation Choir who had a brilliant concert this week singing the entire Vivaldi Gloria. That was an amazing experience, and just hearing all of those movements having been crafted, it was wonderful. We're then going to sing Dvořák's Going Home, and this is set to that tune, the Largo from the New World Symphony, the da 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 da. We learnt this back in April. In fact, we sang it for Good Friday this year, and a lot's happened since then, and I want to talk about the themes in Going Home and where we are and what's going on in the world. So after that, we'll pause for a minute. We'll then sing Go Down Moses, which was a new song on the channel this week, our slightly funky upbeat version, and then we'll finish with I'm Gonna Sing, and this version is going to be singing along with the recording of me from the very, very first home choir broadcast. So we're going to finish today with where we started. And there's a reason for that, but I'll get to that in a minute. Looking ahead this week, folks, just very quickly, if you'll bear with me, our three broadcasts this week, well, classical and trad on Tuesday, as always at 2 o'clock. We're looking at a lovely piece called The Long Day Closes, which is really very, very gentle and sensitive and sweet, by the British composer Sir Arthur Sullivan, one half of Gilbert and Sullivan. Don't worry, though, if you think of their music as frivolous and light-hearted, this is absolutely beautiful, and will fit this choir brilliantly. So join me if you can on Tuesday. On Wednesday we then have the deep dive, and this is really starting to pick up speed. I'm getting some lovely comments and interaction with you. If you have specific theory questions as we go, please email me and I'll answer them at the deep dive. But this week we'll be looking at how we add notes to chords, and how we make a chord that might sound like this sound a little bit more interesting with a fourth note or a different note. All right, so that's deep dive. Friday this week is going to be our folk sing. So we haven't had a folk sing since August. So we'll be singing songs like the Eriskay Love Lilt and Song for the Myra and learning a couple of new pieces. So come along and join us for that. I've asked you, given that it's a return to Folk Friday, to celebrate, if you would consider wearing an item of your national dress, wherever you're from, and sending us a photo. We can share those at the start, and that'd be really exciting. So that's what we've got coming up this week. And before we start today, obviously we'll have a warm-up and we'll sing. But before that, I just want to thank those of you who have joined our Patreon. So this is a new thing we launched this week. There was a bit of a delay because there were lots of forms to fill in and lots of things to be done. But we now have a Patreon page, and there are 23 patrons now supporting the channel. I'm hugely grateful to all of you for that. If you're interested in supporting us, there are options to pay a small amount each month, which just help us keep this channel going, help us pay the bills, and keep us innovating and doing new things. So you can find out more about that. It's patreon.com/homechoir. All the details are there, and just huge thanks to those people who've signed up already. So folks, I think we'll get started. Please make sure, as always, you've got your drinks of water handy, cups of coffee, whatever you need, however early in the day it is, whatever you need to get going. Make sure your phone's on silent. I'm just going to do exactly that. And make sure, you know, the pets are sorted, spouses, children, grandchildren, whatever. All right, the door's closed. This is your time. So if I could invite you all, those of you that are happy to stand up for me, plant your feet, make your knees nice and soft. And for those of you for whom standing's not on the menu for whatever reason, as always, that's absolutely fine. Just take a nice deep breath. And breathe out, everybody. And again, a really nice deep breath. And just breathe out anything that's stressing you out. Fantastic. Make your mouth nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Make it cold as you breathe in. And just blow all that air away from you. Well done, everybody. Brilliant job. And just one more really, really deep breath now. And gather up all of that tension, all that stress, every time you've watched the news this week, and just blow it all away. Fabulous. You know, sometimes I feel I could just come out here and just do breathing exercises for 15 minutes. Maybe we'll start a broadcast, which is just breathing with Ben. We'll add that to the roster next year, maybe. Okay, we're just going to roll our shoulders around. And just roll this nice and slowly, keeping the movements nice and gentle and nice and smooth. And once you've rolled them around in one direction, please roll your shoulders back the other way. And keep these movements, as I say, nice and smooth and nice and gentle. And when you've rolled them around a few times, everybody, please bring your shoulders up to your ears. Take a deep breath and let them fall as you breathe out. Fabulous. Well done. Tilt your head over to one side and to the middle and the other side. And to the middle and forwards, please. And to the middle. And just within those three movements, left, right, and forwards, let your head roll around. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Okay, we'll do a little bit of warming up of our voices, a bit of humming and oohing and ahhing and so on. If you don't have your scores for the first three pieces today, you certainly need them for the first two pieces, the Jesu meine Freude, Et in terra Pax. The links are in the description. Just click show more. It'll all unfold and you'll find the links. I do need to warn you, as I did when we first broadcast this lovely Going Home piece, there is a free score available. It is it dates from the late 19th century, and so when you read the dedication, there are, as I've said, just a warning, very outdated attitudes. Some of the use of language is not really appropriate for the 21st century, so I'm offering this score as a sort of, I've found this, and if you want the music for it, please use it, but just be aware you wouldn't be able to get away with publishing it today. I don't use this score. I'm using something different, so it's entirely up to you. All right. When it comes to I'm going to sing and Go Down Moses, I'll have the words up on screen. All right, folks. So let's do a bit of gentle humming, and I think we'll start off by just humming up a third and back down again. So hum with me with a nice, gentle, relaxed sound, and lovely, and again. Now air. Lovely. Ah. And again. And one more. Fantastic. Now, after me, please, my turn first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And thank you. Me, me, me. Thank you. You, you, you. Great, one more. Ya, ya, ya. Thank you very much indeed. And for those of you in the soprano and tenor department, we'll just do one more, maybe a couple more, because we do need to be singing top G's in a minute, and that was just an E flat. So let's go here. And so just sopranos and tenors at this octave, basses and altos drop down the octave. Sopranos and tenors, we're going to sing ma, 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 and great, and yeah, 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 and one more, me, me, me. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Okay, could I ask you to please grab your scores for Jesu meine Freude, this beautiful, beautiful bit of music, which is the first of 12 movements in Bach's motet by the same name. And as I've said, we will, over the course of the coming months, we'll learn most of, if not all of this entire motet. If you haven't heard it, I hope you've had a chance to listen to it since we looked at it on Tuesday. So we're just singing, in the score I've just sent you, literally just the first choral. The first chorale. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you your notes, and I'll ask you to sing with me and really just enjoy the shapes that Bach has crafted for us here. Every line in a Bach chorale is going to be satisfying to sing, and if you can get to the point where you're feeling happy and confident singing Bach's lines, well, it prepares you for everything that follows, for Mozart, for Haydn, for Beethoven, for Schubert. It all starts here with JSB. So here are your notes. Sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. And let's sing together. Ready? 3, 4.
Jesu meine Freude, meines Herzens Weide, Jesu meine Ziel. Ach, wie lange ist dem Herzen bange und verlangt nach dir. Gottes Lamm, mein Bräutigam, außer dir soll mir auf Erden nichts uns Liebes werden.
Thank you, everybody. An absolutely glorious bit of harmony. Put together with so much love, and the thing that really strikes me about that, Jesus my joy, and yet Bach uses a minor key, and it really does underpin how Bach was able, as many composers were, to use a minor key in a way to express a positive emotion. And the real, I genuinely believe the origins of the Romantic movement, that is to say, where emotion and music were just inextricably linked, started here with Bach. Now we're going to follow that, everybody, with Et in Terra Pax, and this piece, well, this has been chosen, as I say, as a tribute to the wonderful Self-Isolation Choir, but also this is a movement where the sentiment cannot be denied. Peace on earth, goodwill to all people, and in earth peace. At the moment, with what's going on in the world, every time you turn on the news, it seems that the media is trying to convince us that things are getting worse. And I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, the thing that struck me most about this year, with 2020, everyone says what a terrible year it is. I've never felt closer to friends, to family, to people I haven't seen in years. I don't think I've ever made so many friends in 1 year as I have done in 2020. There's been so much good to come out of this year. I feel that with what's going on with the worry about impending, further lockdown restrictions, I think people are there's a tendency, I feel, to forget about all the good that's happened this year. I was interviewed this week by John Kay on the BBC. I said a lot of good things about lockdown, not about lockdown, but about singing in lockdown. And of course, when the interview was broadcast, all they included was the bit of navel gazing where I said how much I missed singing in person. And I think it's important to remember that there's been a lot of good, and this is one of the things that's been good. Okay, Et in Terra Pax, peace on earth, goodwill to all people. So everybody, wherever you are in the world, will you join me in singing this glorious bit, no pun intended, of Vivaldi? So this is a recording. This isn't Self-Isolation Choir. This is the choir of me with a piano, and this was recorded back in June, I think. So let's sing this, and if you enjoy this piece, if you don't know it, if you've not sung it before, do then consider going to listen to Self-Isolation Choir's wonderful performance. So Et in Terra Pax from the Vivaldi Gloria. Here we go, everybody. If my stream deck will wake up. Here we go. Ready basses and et in tenors et in terra pax altos et in terra pax hominibus sopranos. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Apologies, the sound seemed to be a bit slightly low level there, so just watch out. The next recording might not be quite that quiet. Yeah, I'm always struck with that piece, that each individual line comes in one after the other, but by the end there is that unified, that last section, which is so beautiful and almost overwhelmingly intense, and it's one voice at a time coming to a central point and then joining together and agreeing. In terms of its emotional content, in terms of its complexity, Vivaldi, despite there being an unwritten rule with composers that you don't write programmatic music, you don't write music that explicitly tells the audience what to think. Vivaldi has done exactly that, and that piece, it never fails to move me. Even when it's a choir of me singing, you can still get a sense of how Vivaldi is weaving that thread to imply that everybody is stronger together, and we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you'd all agree. So what we're going to do is we're going to sing this beautiful piece, "Going Home," and of course the Largo from the New World is very, very well known. But this version with words is one that I'd heard of but hadn't really engaged with much before this year, and it's come to mean a huge amount to me, this piece. I've sung it live on the Sacred Sing a number of times, and each time I sing it, it means something different. Something else has happened, something else is important. And this week, the thing that seems to be, here in the UK, the thing that seems to be so prominent is this idea that, well, lockdown is coming back. And you go to the supermarkets and the shelves are emptying already. The government's saying, no lockdown, but they said exactly the same thing in March. And there was a feeling of, I think, inevitability and an understandable, I suppose, dread of what's to come. But as I've said, a lot of this, we're not where we were in March. We have support, we have friends. Home choir is now a thing. Self-isolation choir is a thing. The Lark's online. We have these communities that we can reach out to. And those of you, if you are on your own, remember that we are all here with you. And there is a wonderful support network. I have to thank in particular my wonderful choristers, people like Kit Kat, obviously, and Judith, and Julie, and people who come along and reach out and support each other. So those of us who have benefited, particularly on this channel, from people like Kit Kat, can we just thank KK and everybody who works really hard behind the scenes to kind of give us more than just singing. That means the world to me. So everybody, we're going to sing "Going Home," and we're going to use this. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get rid of stress, to get rid of tension, to just understand that at the end of the day, if we're in lockdown, well, we have this wonderful choir, we have this wonderful community, and that we will be stronger at the end of it. So let's enjoy "Going Home," and after this we'll pause just for a minute. Here we go. Going home, I'm a-going home, quiet like some still day, I'm just going home. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, going to fear no more. Mother's there expecting me, Father's waiting too. Lots of folk gathered there, all the friends I knew. All the friends I knew. things lost all gain, no more fret nor pain, no more stumbling on the way, no more longing for the day, going to Rome no more. Morning star lights the way, restless dreams all dawn, shadows gone break a day, real life just begun. There's no break, there's no end, just a living on, wide awake with a smile, going on and on. Going home, going home, I'm just going home. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. I'm just going home. Going home. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for singing with me. Thank you for being here. It is a huge privilege to be able to continue making music under the circumstances. And to have you all here just really makes it so special for me. Thank you, folks. So let's just have a minute of silence. Think about what we've spoken about, what we've sung about, and then we'll sing some up-tempo gospel stuff. So thanks so much, everybody. Well, everybody, thank you so much for that. As I say, I've said this before, I think it's important that we sing a variety of songs on the channel. Sometimes they'll be upbeat and cheery, sometimes they'll be daft, and sometimes they will elicit deeper emotions, and that one never fails to move me. Thank you so much for singing it. So this next piece, this is When Israel Was in Egypt Land, Let My People Go. I had a message from somebody who said, did you choose that this week deliberately because of various restrictions? No, and I'm trying to be as apolitical as possible. It just happened to work out that way. I planned these songs back in August, It just so happens that Let My People Go seems to be a little bit of a theme this week. So let's sing this one together. If you were on the channel on Friday, well, you've already heard our up-tempo version. If you haven't, well then, enjoy. Here we go. Here's Go Down Moses. Sing with me. 1, 2, 3. When Israel was in Egypt land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Everybody. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. One more time. Let my people go. Thus spake the Lord, bold Moses said, let my people go. If not, I'll smite your firstborn dead. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Everybody, let my people go. As Israel stood by the waterside, let my people go. At God's command it did divide, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. To let my people go. When they had reached the other shore, let my people go. They let the song of triumph soar. Let my people go. Everybody go down. Moses, way down in Egypt land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. 3 more times. Let my people go. Tell him again. Let my people go. Let my people go. Thank you, everybody. Brilliant stuff. Do you know that fourth verse, when they'd reached the other shore, they let the song of triumph soar. I can't get over how good it's going to feel when all this is gone, when the virus has been beaten back. And it will be beaten back, folks. We will beat this, and we will get to come together. And on a Sunday morning, I can't wait to do a sacred sing live with everybody with me in the same. That will just be amazing, and I can't wait for that day. But until that day, ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to do? What did we do back in March when this all kicked off? Well, I went into my little room downstairs, directly beneath where I'm sitting now, and I got my phone out and I recorded a song. Because, well, what am I going to do when people say singing's banned? Well, I'm going to sing. I've said this before. I'm going to sing. Will you sing with me, everybody, as we wrap up today by singing the song that started this whole business? And in fact, I've got the recording here of my very first broadcast. And so will you sing with me and me and me and me as we sing this lovely song? Now, if you've not sung it before, you'll pick it up in no time. And in fact, if you see, we've got the words here, this side. We've got the words here to I'm going to sing, sing, sing. But below you've got Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, When the Saints Go Marching In, This Train, Amazing Grace, any of those songs. Sing with me. All right, folks. and we'll be back on Tuesday with classics and trad, and next Sunday, of course, for the Sacred Sing. So everybody, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Great to see you. Do hit the like button if you like what we do. If you're not subscribed, there's still something like 35% of the people who watch this channel aren't subscribed yet. So let's give it a go, folks. Let's see if we can get a few more subscribers today and move us towards that 3,000 total. Here we go, folks. I'm going to sing.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna sing.
I'm gonna
Dance.
I'm gonna
Sing, I'm gonna dance. Hallelujah. When the gates are open wide, I'll be standing by your side. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna dance. Hallelujah. And swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Oh, when the saints go marching in,
Oh, when the saints
go marching in.
I wanna be in that number when the saints go marching in
this train.
Oh, when the saints
This train is bound for glory. This train.
Oh, when the
This train is bound for glory. This train. This train is bound for glory. Nobody rides it but the righteous and holy. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Fantastic, everybody. Give yourselves a huge
Yeah, there we go.
applause.
Give yourselves that huge round of applause. I think he had it right all the way back on March the 12th. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for everything. I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of the day, whatever you've got planned. Cheers, folks. Take care. Oh, and just one more time, many congratulations to Jan and to Dr. Glyn. Welcome to the world, Elliot. See you soon, folks. Bye-bye.